Hello and welcome to another quick look. This time I'm taking a look at the Battle Brothers by Overhype Studios. And Battle Brothers is basically a turn-based strategy RPG where you have your own mercenary company that you go doing quests, missions, kill some monsters, undeads, orcs, stuff, get slaughtered yourself. And it's very interesting at the game. So let's jump into the campaign. I'll actually show you first the scenarios. Here's some scenarios, and I highly recommend trying these out before jumping into the campaign. These will teach you the combat basics and early game and how to survive a bit better, especially orcs. Difficult is very true. So take a look at these. This game is quite brutal in the difficulty. It doesn't hold your hand, and your people will die permanently when you mess things up. So let's jump into the campaign, and I will probably show you how I get slaughtered really badly. So you can name your company. I'm just gonna be boring and name it the Battle Brothers, and you can change your banner here as well. So we'll just pick up. Well, I like that. Finish cards. Now let's do something interesting. We'll be the black guard with the sword. Actually, that's not a bad name. So we'll be the black guard. If I can type the name. You can choose the difficulty. Normal is fairly difficult, what I've played. Easier gives you more money, lower prices, and better availability on equipment, which is actually pretty huge. And same thing on the harder difficulty, so you get less money, higher prices, and deserters will take their equipment with them. That's kind of nasty. But yes, let's go with normal. I'll show you how to get killed. So let's start this. So here we are, the Black Guard. Here is some lore text about your company, and also an early access disclaimer. So the game is very much in the early access at the moment, as you can see. Might be a bit difficult to see to you guys. It's kind of small down here, so it's an early access build. And you can also see the developer's website here, battlebrothers.com. Sorry, battlebrothersgame.com. So huzzah, let's go. So this is the world map in here, and you can see this is a procedure generated each time, so it's random on every playthrough, and this looks very different from the other playthroughs I've done. There's some icy coldness in the north, some forests here and there, different villages, and there's also hidden locations. Orc Paint Tower, nice, that's not fun. So we are in here in the city of Ulmen. So if you go exploring here, and you will go exploring here doing missions, there's ruins, orc camps, caverns and stuff around, also randomly generated, so there's a lot of things to do. The graphical style also is very interesting. I like it. It has this old RPG feeling from my childhood, and I love it. So let's move our company here into the city of Ulmen. So here, a struggling city of and den of crime. So in the cities you can do several different things. So you have your money, you have your provisions, so food. When you move, you use provision based on your company size. Tools and supplies. So equipment in this game has durability and they break, so you need to repair them with tools and supplies. Ammunition also runs out, so you need ammunition to get some arrows for your archers, and you also will get wounded, so you need medicinal supplies to heal your guys. Then here's your roster. I'll show you that in a moment. And here's what you can do in the city. So you can buy or sell items with this guy. Here's our starter items, some knives, daggers, wooden sticks and hoods, and a Fangshire, which is the early access purchaser bonus. And there's all kinds of things we can buy in here. Different armors, different shields, arrows, great swords, all kinds of things. But we'll get back to this once I figure out what kind of group we have and what kind of new guys we can hire. So this is the hire option here. So each city has different equipment available, and also different kind of people available. There's some interesting people here. Bernhard the Follower. So they have a background which gives them a bonus. I don't exactly remember all of these bonuses, but once you play the game more and more, you'll definitely learn what these are. So we kind of would like to have at least about 6 people So let's hire a few people. So here's the cost of the people, and here's the daily wage as well. So they cost money daily, and not only provisions. Reinhard is a squire, and quite expensive, but should be really good. So I'm gonna hire him. He's gonna be our star player. I'm gonna get the thief, Aldemar, as well, and we'll get farmhand, grave robber. Maybe not. Cultist sounds kinda nice as well. Let's take the gambler. He's cheap. Cheap gambler. I'm actually gonna go pick up. Let's take the cultist as well. Why not? There. So now we have 7 people. I'm gonna leave there. So let's go check our guys. Volmar has epic hair, and he has a wooden stick, sackcloth. He doesn't have even a weapon. I'm gonna give the stick to him. I really like these portraits. So when you equip stuff on guys, you can see that he got the stick, and if I equip the hood on his head, he actually gets the hood as well, which is very interesting mechanic, or a graphical thing. He's an archer, hunting bow, padded surcoat with hatchet. The thief has a dagger. The gimp hand doesn't have anything. I'm gonna give him a dagger as well. He has a linen tunic though, and the follower has a Skarma socks. Nice. So different weapon types actually give you different abilities. Like this wooden stick gives you bash, which is your basically basic attack, and it also has a knockout, which is a stun ability, 75% chance to stun. Also does some damage, uses 4 AP and some fatigue. I'll explain those more in the combat. Then you have bows. There's a aimed shot and a quick shot. With the hatchet you have a chop and split shield, so you can break the shields from enemies. Dagger has a stab and a puncture. Completely ignores armor. So it's very, very nice. And let's see the Skarma socks. Slash and puncture as well. So they're piercing weapons. I'm gonna hide his hair with this helmet. There. There you go. So, is knife actually better than the dagger? 15 to 35. No, the knife is kinda useless. So here you see your stats. There's a lot of stats for each guy. Melee skill, range skill, defense for both of those, damage, effectiveness versus armor, chance to hit head, vision, action points, fatigue, I'll explain that a bit more, steady, you have morale, resolve, which also happens in combat, so basically when you kill enemies you get happy people and happy slaughtering, so they get resolve bonus, and if you do shit they are gonna panic and have a really low resolve, and also initiative when they act in the combat. They also level up, so here's a experience level, and you can get some perks to customize your each character as they level up. And some of these abilities are really powerful, like dodge, 15% avoidance is a huge difference in combat. But I guess I would like to get some armor for these guys and maybe a few weapons to replace the gloves. I'm a big fan of a greatsword, sorry, not there, here. So I might buy one of these greatswords for one of my guys. And we are fairly low on money, so let's get like a couple of these cheap armors for people, and a few bucklers would be probably nice as well to have. We need to keep some money to pay the wages, so let's keep like that. So Gambeson, if you look at the Gambeson here, you see it has a 55 HP, the armor itself. So when you attack someone and they have a helmet or a armor, the damage actually goes first into the armor and breaks the armor. So you can take 55 damage with this armor before you actually sort of suffer any damage on yourself. And having a proper armor with enough HP and helmets is very, very vital, because people will get slaughtered and murdered and die very, very easily in this game. So we'll throw shields for these guys as well, so they can do some blocking. You actually notice that there's a new ability as I give that knockback. And let's see, Who's the expensive guy? Reinhardt, you were the expensive guy, so I'm gonna drop the axe and give the great sword. So we get the overhead strike, stuns, chance to hit, lots of damage. Split, this hits 2 tiles in a line, and this hits 3 enemies with a swing, and also split shield. It's very slow, but it's also very deadly. And I'm gonna replace that club with that. So there we go. So now we have our people geared. There's available contracts in here. So this guy is asking me to raise a bandit hideout and return to the city of Ulm. We'll do that. I will earn myself these crowns. So there's a lot of lore here as well you can read, but I'm not gonna go through that in this video. So we'll just get that quest. And the bandit hideout is here. If you actually paid attention, I didn't mention this, but when I moved to the city, this actually popped up already in there. So you can see that it's slightly weaker than me, so you can judge the difficulty of these when you go do things, so you don't have blindly murder your guys. So we'll just get in there, I'll show you the combat. So we'll travel there. You see the timer is rolling and it's night time. So there is some bandit thugs and a bandit marksman, so you can engage or you can actually flee. Sometimes it's definitely a good idea not to go there. I got slaughtered really badly by an undead group because I wasn't prepared. I was like, hey, it seems fairly easy enough. It actually said it was kind of on average same as mine, so I was like, surely with my tactical skills I can survive this. But no, I was horribly murdered. So yeah, let's engage this. So this is the battlefield. It works like a turn-based strategy game, very like a XCOM-y style, if you play XCOM games or any of the other turn-based strategy games. It also reminds a lot of Heroes of the Might and Magic games, in a way as well. But yeah, so down here you have your turn queue, so these guys are gonna act first, then there's enemies, and some of more of my guys, and then the bandit thugs. This is a guy we don't see at the moment, so he's somewhere hidden in here. So the terrain does play a big part with the fog of war, the trees block line of sight and arrows, the elevation affects attacks and stuff. But anyways, let's take Aldemar. So Aldemar here has 9 action points. Moving a tile costs 2 on the grassland. Different, like going up an elevation increases it by 1. And there's marsh and stuff that makes it really slow to move through. You also have the fatigue here. So each action takes fatigue in the game, and you lose 15 points of fatigue every turn. But for example, this attack takes 8 fatigue, and this one takes 20. So you would still have some fatigue from the previous turn if you use this puncture ability and also move. So you're gonna slowly get fatigue, especially like the greatsword guy will get a lot of fatigue because using greatsword is very fatigue giving. And when you run out of fatigue, you actually cannot use these abilities anymore, so you have to rest basically with your guys or use one of the abilities that like this one that gives only 8, so you still gain 7 back each turn. And it plays a lot of factors in the combat, and you, especially when the combat really drags out and your guys are getting really tired and you cannot perform really anything, it gets really tough. So here's the armor things I was explaining. So this one has 30 head armor and body armor, and then you start taking hit damage. Although you can directly hit head, and if you don't have a helmet, then it directly goes into the hit points as well. So headshots are really nasty. So let's move him up in there and there. I'm gonna stop here, end his turn. Then it's gonna be Ederbrecht, which is up here. I'm gonna move him just here and stop. You can also wait to pass your turn further into here, so you could wait for these guys to come closer and then hit them in the head. It's up here, and I'm gonna take a shot at him. Well, misfire, but he killed another guy. So bows can and will miss, as you can see, and they can hit your own guys as well, so be careful shooting in the melee range with other people. One of my guys actually took a hit. Pretty bad hit actually. He's wavering already on the morale and lost like half of the health, so he's not doing very hot at the moment. And as I said, death is permanent in this game, so don't get attached to your guys early on, because you will lose people, and even in the late game as well. And leveling up them is very important, and getting proper gear to keep them alive, or you're just gonna be burying your battle brothers at every chance possible. So let's go closer with this guy and the greatsword guy. Move him up there. Now it's their turn. I was counting on them not having action points when they come to melee with me. So they just get the melee range and I can attack them. You also see the enemies' equipment, like the bow here and the armor, the coif and the weapons they are using, so you can judge how are you doing. So I'm gonna puncture him. Actually, he doesn't really have any armor, so why puncture when we can just stab him? And we missed. Let's see. Let's go here. He has a shield, but we're gonna stab you. Oh no. So this is why I call this XCOM. Everyone misses. Everyone is blind. Let's take a aimed shot at him. And there goes Ederbrecht, the gimp hand is dead. First casualty. Let's overhead strike this guy. There we go. And there is the resolve now, so our morale is confident. So we got the melee skill and range skill bonus and defense bonus for everyone nearby who got the bonus. So this guy has a banner and this guy has a banner, as you can see here as well. We also have a nighttime effect, so range skill is going down and vision. It really doesn't seem to affect this guy, he's just sniping my guys. So you're done. We'll get you. Let's actually rush at the archer, kill him out of the way. So body armor was hit for 18 damage, so he didn't take any damage. I'm gonna try stunning him. Miss. And there's a stun, so he's gonna miss his next turn, which is really nice. And he nicely ran next to me, so stabby stabby. Hit his body armor for 9, not much. Let's get this guy. Oh yes, I forgot this mechanic totally. So when you move out of a melee range, they get a free hit at you, as you can see. For some reason I'm not getting away from there, so that's not good. So I just took 2 unnecessary hits from this guy. You can see he's probably gonna go down now. You keep chasing him. Let's take an aim shot there. Aim to miss. Overhead chop. Chop chop. He actually lost his head. And that's actually not just a graphical mechanic in the game, it's an actual mechanic against the undead. So there are zombies that resurrect if you don't chop the head. It's based on chance, so they won't always resurrect, but they might. So yeah, we have to be careful with that. So using like a greatsword to chop the head off prevents them from resurrecting. Wavering. Resolve with melee skill and range skill penalty. You can actually also loot the enemies mid-combat. So you can see there's the falchion on the ground here from the enemy. So you could quickly swap this with the dagger here. But you also loot them after the combat. Unless you are actually having some trouble beating the enemy and you want to just quickly grab the loot and run away. That's possible as well. Hit my shield, good. This guy has 6 hit points. He's not doing very good at the moment. And he's missing like health here. So let's get the archer in the melee range. So now that the archer is in the melee range, he really cannot shoot from next tile. So he's gonna run away and get I'll get a free axe hit at his face. Need to go down. Chop him. The greatsword guy is just killing people left and right. He's doing good. So let's just rush at the archer now. Oh, he changed to a axe. He had a switch weapon and killed my guy. He wasn't such a defenseless archer. So you can actually, I didn't show this. So down here is your these pouches, and you can actually put a secondary weapon here to switch with your current weapon, which is quite nice. So he had a axe in here. Damn, I didn't also show these. So like the Reinhardt was a really experienced soldier, so he had the background here, and it gives different bonus to skills. He also has short-sighted, dexterous, and the nighttime and the resolve bonus. So the backgrounds and just random abilities on your people as well, which makes it really interesting. So not every soldier is same. Like I don't know if Radolf here is actually even a good archer. I just gave him the bow, but there's definitely some people who are better for bows and some that are better not so good. So we won, but we got 2 losses. A Gimp hand is dead and he's permanently gone, and the follower Bernhard is also gone. Here's our loot, so you can choose which items to loot. You can drag them here one by one. These go to your stash once you're out of here. They actually say here, when you get back to world map, they're added to global stock. So you want these at least, but you don't have to loot everything if you don't want to. But there's no really point not to loot unless you are full of items. There's a stash max, but you'll probably sell all the garbage loot anyways when you are back in town. So might as well loot everything and go. So there we go. That's the tutorial mission there basically. Unpause and we'll run back to the city of Ulmen. And here's the quest completed. Thanks for that, Wise. So now we are pretty much in the free play mode. So we could hire more people from here. We could wait for the day to shop more, get some quests. We could attack a trading caravan if we really wanted to. Or just go for an exploration, go on a travel to the Orkbane Tower, or do whatever. It's a really free mode at the moment. Ooh, nice. Tower patrol, impossible. Well, let's not fight with those. Let's see what's in the Orkbane Tower. It doesn't really have like any arcing storylines at the moment. It's very sandboxy at the moment, so you just go around killing people, doing missions and stuff like that. But I'm hoping there's eventually gonna be like bigger storylines. It does say that it's gonna be a very procedurally generated game, but some epic quest lines would definitely be great to have. So this Orkbane Tower sells heater shields and some other loot, but no quests or anything at the moment. But anyways, that's basically the current Battle Brothers. It's in early access, it's getting more content, it's getting lots of love and polish. Like this one already is much more polished than the previous version I was playing. It looks very nice. And I highly recommend trying it out. If you like turn-based strategy games, it's gonna be a nice one. And especially since it's every time randomly generated, it's tons and tons of fun for each playthrough, as you can go around doing stuff. Can I actually attack the trading caravan now? There's actually missions to escort these as well, so you can escort the trading caravans and there's people attacking you. But anyways, that's my quick look into the game. Recommend checking it out, and thanks for watching. Check out my other recommendation videos on YouTube and through my curator page on Steam as well. Oh, let's not go there. The deadly Forgotten Woodcutter's Home. And also check out my twitch.tv/Pölnara, live stream every day. I play games like this, different management games, strategy games, builder games. That's my jam. And anyways, I'll see you guys on the next video or on my live stream. So thanks for watching.